Welcome back, you beautiful Bravehearts worldwide. I know for some of you it's good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. So I'm Dr. Daryl Wolf, and this is DocStar TV. And today I've got, my practitioners that own what we call Power Pack clinics all around the world. So today we have 5 different practitioners from around the world that we're going to be talking to. And we're going to be sharing all kinds of information with you. Okay, we're going to be talking about the Cellsonic, the Cardio Med Bed. We're going to be talking about Jason's road trip, whether we like it or not. Okay, hey, Jason. So anyways, but we're going to be talking about this. We're going to be talking about everything is energy, everything is frequency. And whether you're talking about your thoughts, whether you're talking about the supplements you take, the food you eat, the drink, the people you hang around with, okay, what you do in your spare time. I mean, everything is frequency, everything is vibration. Right now, I'm about 2 hours from finishing off Welcome to the Parasite Party, Send Them Packing. And in this Parasite article that will be in, this article will actually get into the new Perfect Day Guide that we are going to be emailing out to right now, almost 80,000 people as a Christmas Eve gift, 1 minute to midnight. So if anybody else wants it, just go to PDG, Perfect Day Guide, free.com. That's pdgfree.com. And you're going to be getting the most powerful take action guide that you've ever read. And I challenge you to read it and then tell me if I'm wrong, okay? And I've been wrong before, but the reality is my whole life, 40 years of work is in that. And I think those people who know me know that I put my heart into everything. This is actually a graphic masterpiece. I'll show you, this is the older version, okay? But this is what it's gonna look like not the cover's a little different. But this one here is 300 pages. The other one is going to be 525 pages. That's my gift to you. That's my gift to you from all of my Power practitioners, because we took a vote and they all said, listen, we have to give it to the world. We need to share this information with everyone. And you're going to find out when you go through this, you're going to go, do you see how much they are giving away and teaching us? Why are they doing this? Most practitioners will hold back. They'll hold back their greatest secrets and their gifts. And understand, we're not going to hold back anything from you. Because you know what? We are going to give you everything that we possibly can. And guess what? And then if you decide not to move on it, just know what? We love you anyway, even though you don't love and care for yourself. And that's the bottom line. And people don't believe me. That's not true, Dr. Wolf. I love and care for myself. Really? Really? Well, you're just comparing yourself to the rest of your family and friends that you know. Remember something, guys. The majority of the population, is on their way out. Yes or no? Is the majority of the population, they don't eat right, think right, drink right. Majority of the population will take drugs and have surgeries. I will not be on any drugs and I will not need any surgeries. Because guess what? I'm not going to throw myself down the stairs. I'm not going to get into car accidents because people don't understand that vibration and frequency is everywhere. I know that I'm going to be where I can vibrate and fulfill my authentic self, wherever that is, and create the environment that is totally based on love and caring myself. And a lot of people just think, well, that's just BS. Well, yeah, it is. You're right. It is BS. It's called belief systems, and they're mine. And understand something, I've been doing this for 40 years, okay? We're going to be teaching a course here called the Whole Life Coach Certification in Ixtapa, Mexico. And I have people calling me up still and going, Dr. Wolf, I'd love to come down and take your Whole Life Coach Certification that starts on January the 8th. It sounds really cool at the Cala del Mar Resort. And I go, yeah, so what's the problem? Well, is it dangerous down there? I just want to say this before we bring on our practitioners, that you've been ruled and screwed. And understand something. What a bunch of BS. Okay? I have traveled the world over, and meanwhile, this is my primary home in the Ixtapa, Zihuatanejo area in Mexico, because it is so safe. It is so beautiful. No GMOs, okay? No chemtrails. No government hounding me, okay? I can be who I want. I can swim in the ocean. I can get organic without paying organic prices. Okay, there's 330 days of sunshine down here. We have had thousands, and I did say thousands in the last 2.5 years, people come down here for courses and for actual trainings, master classes, and treatments. And understand, we still do personal treatment and trainings down here. That's all we're doing now. But the reality is guess what? Not one incident. But guess what? Everybody goes, oh yeah, Mexico, I don't want to go down there. Well, I want to tell you, I guarantee you that there's more crime where you live than there is down here. All right, at least these people are very humble. These people, you know what? If there's an economic crash, it's not hardly going to affect us down here. Did you know that? But it's going to affect a lot of other countries that are totally spoiled and that rely on their government. All right. So I just want you to know this, that you don't know what you're talking about. You know what you're told, you know, and that's what it is. We have been governed for generations. Okay. The day that you decide there's no authority over you when it comes to your health, your healing, and loving and caring for yourself will be the day that you actually get your freedom, that you actually get rid of the invisible bonds that bind the majority of the population. And that's the God's truth. I'm going to keep on talking, keep on gifting, you know, and I get it. When we talk on here, some people go, boy, these people are from another planet. I'm going to tell you something. We are actually we are. And then I'll have people come on here and going, you're dangerous. And I'm going to tell you something. Yes, I am. I'm dangerous to the belief systems that the majority has. And the reality is how dangerous am I? I actually believe that every one of you can reverse any illness that you have the day that you unconditionally love and care for yourself. You don't have to give me any money. All you got to do is give yourself the honey. And the honey is loving and caring for yourself. And people are going to say, no, I love and care for myself. And I'm going to tell you, no, you don't. Because after 40 years, I'm still working on it. Because on a planet like this, okay, where people, they love the thought of money. People love the thought of love, but they don't know how to love. Okay, people are so caught up in hating things. Let me see if you can just go through the next month without saying, I hate this, I hate that, I hate broccoli. What about just talking about the things you love and dusting off your passion and your purpose and do what these practitioners have done? They risk. Every time that you make a decision that's based on loving and caring for yourself, you risk. You risk your family coming at you. You risk the community coming after you. You risk the herd attacking you. Tell me I'm wrong. And then a lot of people out there today, this is really getting tiring. Oh, the medical system's broken. Well, it's not broken. It's working just fine. The exact way they created it, it's always worked this way. How could it be broken? They sell drugs, for God's sakes. They burn people. They use chemo, which is a product that they got from mustard gas from the Second World War. And you're going to tell me it's broken? No, I think you're broken. I think you're broken because you have belief systems that were never yours. It's not broken. And I'm going to tell you that. The medical system is not broken, neither is the government. The government has never done this. They've only said the same thing over and over again, and we keep on believing, and we have blind faith. Well, let's stop the blind faith. Let's have faith in God above, and let's have belief that we know our bodies will heal as soon as we decide to go from a patient to a practitioner, okay? A patient to practitioner, from a victim to a hero, all right? So I really want you to think about this. And now I'd like to bring on, okay, my Power Pack practitioners, and I'll tell you why they're Power Packed, because I'm going to tell you, and they can tell you, and I'd like them all to tell you this, and it's not because of me. It's only because I push them to the cliff and I go, take a look at the fall you're going to have, okay? And then I bring them back, but I take them to the cliff and I say, what do you want to do now? Do you want to find your authentic self? Do you want to uncover and discover the lover within you? Do you want to find that God spot in your heart? I don't know. What do you think, Debbie?
I just want to have fun every day and enjoy my life and enjoy everybody else's around and be willing to show people how they don't have to or have a belief system that as they age, that this is the normal way that they have to be in pain. That's my biggest thing that I see. People think that aging goes along with pain, and I got back problems, I can't walk. And so I try to tell people, every day, I'm like, I'm never getting old, It's not going to happen. And, I don't accept it, and I keep trying to do better every day, and that's where I'm at.
Do you mind giving a story about your practice and what you do? And everyone, what you're going to hear is you're going to hear actual, real testimonials, and we've got enough of them. We get them every day. Debbie?
So I'm here in Stewart, at stewarthealthandhealing.com, and my phone number is 305.
Can you repeat it? Can you repeat it?
9559.
Debbie, can you start over because you cut out?
Say that again. You're breaking up a little bit.
You cut out.
Yeah, you're cutting out too. So it's Stewart Health and Healing. I'm here in Stewart, Florida. And the website is stewarthealthandhealing.com. And my phone number is 305-342-9559. Did you get it this time?
I got it.
Okay.
Now, would you like to just talk about your practice a little bit and what you do?
Yeah, so I'll start off by talking about one of the ladies that's in my neighborhood. And I know, Dr. Wolf, you know who Jackie is, my little elderly lady who's about 80 years old right now. And she told me to tell you to say hi. First off, she loves you. Anyway, so she 2 years ago was diagnosed with breast cancer, and she also fell and broke her hip. So she ended up, thank goodness she didn't go to the hospital for the hip. About a month later, they diagnosed her, but it was already healing. So she did not receive a hip replacement. So we've been, working on getting her back to walking. And I tell her, we want to have you walking better than you walked before this incident happened. Because she was definitely a little hunched down in the back because she's calcified, her lower back and all that, very calcified. And then when it came to the breast cancer, she was diagnosed in November 2 years ago, so of 21, November of 21. And anyway, so she walked away from the medical system. They wanted to chemo her. They wanted to radiate her. They wanted to cut off her breast. And then when she didn't do that, they wanted to put her on another pill called tamoxifen, which if you look into the side effects, that pill, one of the side effects, I think, is liver cancer. I said, that's what you really want to take, this for breast cancer, but then it gives you liver cancer. So she was like, nope, not doing all that. So we worked together, and I taught her how to change her diet, change her thoughts. We worked with non-surgical techniques. I showed her how to use the belly button therapy, how to clap, just everything that we had to go at it. Nutraceuticals. She's been on the Merigen. She's still on the Merigen. She's on the Black Diamond. She's on the C60. She's on, she loves your Amino Boost. Every night she has to have your Amino Boost. It's just like her favorite thing before she, puts herself in bed. So she does all this. Before the accident, she was riding her two-wheeler bike every day. And then, of course, once she broke her hip, she couldn't ride. And in the beginning, she couldn't do a lot of things with the hip, but within I'd say about 2 to 3 months, I got her back to being at least independent, able to go to the grocery store. And now she's actually, she went from the walker off the cane, and now she's actually not even using a cane anymore. We still have some work to do. She's not perfect as far as the walking yet, but we're doing the work.
She's also 80 years old, everyone, and she knew nothing about Go ahead.
Yeah, she's going to be 81 in January. Yeah. So in January, she's almost 81 right now. She's back out riding her bike 3 times a day. She wakes up every morning and just has a smile on her face, feels great. I mean, she's just amazing. She just totally changed around her life at that age. And she's just enjoying everything and just self-sufficient. And that's the main part. She had so she's had 2 thermographies since the first one, and both of them are all clear. She has no inflammation, very little inflammation in her body. She does it from the head to the hips, and everything is clear. Her breast is clear. And what more can you say? I mean, I knew people, and this is the big thing, is that when she chose not to do the chemo and the radiation and go along with the medical system, the first thing I said is, you're going to have the biggest fight of your life against your family and your friends, because, they're all going to
rally,
do this. And I said, you will have to have your voice. And so she did. And if you know Jackie, she has a very little voice, because that's Jackie. And so she stood up and she did what she believed in. And the thing about it is, in the beginning, there were people that were like, oh, well, she won't live that long. And I'm like, yeah, okay, whatever you say. But they were all wrong, because we're over 2 years into this. And she looks younger. She feels younger. And she's a completely changed person. She's actually better than she was when this all started.
So here's something, everyone. Reverse the irreversible. So when somebody tells you, and I don't care if it's a medical doctor, natural health practitioner, specialist, whatever you want to say, remember something. When they're telling you that, this is all we can do for you, Mrs. Jones, just know that they're not lying to you, but their belief systems have topped out. So understand something. Don't ever, ever fall for that word, I'm a professional. No. Let me tell you something. You want to have the most open mind when it comes to healing that you've ever had before. Don't you dare go down a narrow pathway where the medical system is only going to give you 1, 2, 3, 4 options, and that's it. Okay? And we hear this every day. Is this true, Debbie?
Yes, I was doing Pilates this morning, and there's a woman in the class, and she's 55, and she was having a very hard time just maintaining and keeping up the pace. And then I found out she's already at 55, had 2 hip replacements, and her low back is hurting her. And Dina was in the class, and while this was all going on, as soon as the class finished, we walked up to her. We gave her our card. We said, you know what? Because literally her words were, I just want a new body. And she was in tears because she's in such pain. And she's tried everything now. She's going to massage. She's doing this. Everything has failed her. And I said, we give a money-back guarantee. What do you have to lose?
We do.
What do you have
Every
to
one
lose?
of our practitioners gives a money-back guarantee, everyone. So there's a reason why.
Yeah, so she'll be calling, and we'll give her relief. I have no doubt. I know already she'll have relief, and there's just no reason to be living in pain. And every other system fails. I don't care what it is. It's just people. I've seen it in my practice with the people. They have searched, they've done everything else, whether it's Western medicine, functional, whatever you want to call it, they come to us here. And, I have one girl that she cancels everything else, and she only comes to me, and she does one monthly massage besides me. And she comes to me almost every week, and she wants to redo her whole body. And she finally got to the point a couple weeks ago, she got a heart release. So that was really nice because, I had to get her where she was actually ready for it because, she wasn't ready yet.
What is a heart release, Debbie?
So we go in and do the non-surgical work. And we go into the heart and we release all the issues that were stored in the tissues there. So all the heartbreak that has happened
with
in your
Wolf
life.
Non-Surgical, right?
Yes.
This
With non-surgical.
It's an elbow technique, everyone, that I put together when I was 27 years old. That's 40 years ago. And that's why this technique, we can give a money-back guarantee that you're not going to surgery. How's that? Okay, and you can believe it if you don't. What a sales pitch. No, it's not. It's not a sales pitch. It's the truth. Your body's the amazing part. We just know how to pull the scar tissue apart to allow the breath of life to get back into those issues in your tissues to create beautiful connective tissue out of scar tissue. Right, Debbie?
Yes.
Yeah.
So, she figured out a few things that she'd been looking for the answers, and she found them. It's like you say, most people need 3, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
So
I'm going to say something here. So when we're talking about the lady that needs the hip replacements, she thinks that she's got low back problems, maybe spinal surgery. That was all from pooping in her pelvis since she was a little girl. Don't you guys get this? 95% of all illness is from pooping in your pelvis. You have disrespected your large intestine, which is the holy grail of healing. And understand this. When you get my perfect day guide, if you want it, I'll send it to you 1 minute to midnight on Christmas Eve. Just go to PDG, Perfect Day Guide, PDG, free.com. And if you forget that, just call the 800 number at docofdetox.com and give them your email. Debbie, would you like to tell everybody where you live one more time and your phone number?
yes, we're here in Stuart, Florida. It is Stuart Health and Healing. StuartHealthandHealing.com is our website. And you can reach me at 305-342-9559.
Thank you. Cheryl?
Hi, Daryl.
Hi, love.
My name is Cheryl Serta.
Listen, Cheryl, if I can say this, Lucky is saying, are you coming to California? Well, no, Cheryl's already there, but we are coming to California, and we're also going to Florida. We're going to be teaching our courses in Florida. Go to braveheartnation.com, everybody, and you'll see we're coming to Florida to teach whole life coach certification, Wolf Non-Surgical certification, and the pelvic restoration. And if you have ever wanted to bring the thunder down, you might want to go to braveheartnation.com and check that. But we're going to Sacramento, California. Cheryl, you want to tell them?
I'll tell them all about it, but you want me to tell them about that first before my clinic?
No, go. Talk about your clinic. That's first and foremost,
Okay.
love.
So I'm located in Northern California in the town of Occidental. For those that aren't really familiar with Occidental, it's about 2 miles from Bodega Bay, which is about 60 miles north of San Francisco. It's an absolutely beautiful piece of property. The clinic is Health and Vitality Engaged. You can reach me at that same name website, healthandvitalityengaged.com. My telephone number is 707-322-1979. And as Daryl said, yes, we are having the workshop series in Sacramento, California. So for those who even want to know anything about it, come to the free lecture that Daryl is giving on April 3rd. And then you can also have a free 1 day with Daryl at the amazing location, this beautiful villa that we've rented for the workshop. And that is going to be on April 7th.
And the other one is called A Day with the Doc. And then those of you that would like to come to the actual course, Whole Life Coach, Wolf Non-Surgical, or the Pelvic Restoration course, we're going to be doing it right inside this mansion, and people can actually get a room and they can stay right there. It's huge, isn't it, Cheryl?
It's not huge enough for everybody to have a room, Daryl.
No, but how many rooms do we have? We have about 5 rooms, right?
Well, I'd like to say that they're available, but it depends on how many practitioners are staying at the house. But I think we have at least 2 or 3. Anyway, if you want to come, the Wolf Non-Surgical is April 10th to April 18th. And then we have the Wolf Non-Surgical, which will be April 20th to May 1st. And then the Women's Pelvic Restoration is May 3rd to May 5th. So as I tell all my clients that come to see me, I can give you information but it's never going to be as life-changing as you taking one of these courses and bringing it home to your family and paying it forward, because we all need the information that I have learned in taking these courses over and over again to become a certified practitioner and to become a master practitioner in all of the modalities that Daryl has put out for everybody. And my clients start with the perfect day consultation, because one of the most important things we have to learn is what Daryl was saying. You're creating every minute of your life, and so you want to do it on purpose. And a lot of it comes from our languaging and how we talk about ourselves and talk to ourselves. And you start this perfect day consultation, you're going to learn how to self-love. You're going to learn what it means to actually put yourself first and take care of yourself. And I tell people, when you're in the airplane and they're taking off and they give you that speech where if the oxygen tank comes down, you got to put it on yourself first before you can help anybody else. Well, that's what this is. You need to put the oxygen on yourself first. You need to love yourself enough, take care of yourself enough so that you understand what unconditional love really means. You cannot give what you do not have for yourself. And that unconditional love shows up mentally, physically, and mentally, emotionally. And so I love that this work is an entire modality that takes all of those things and puts it into a healing, wonderful, vibrant, pain-free life. I have never been more healthy, happier, filled with joy, and wanting to pay it forward and inspiring people to feel like I do, because you just can't imagine that everybody on the planet doesn't want to feel like this. And just like Debbie, everybody that walks into this clinic and actually experiences the Wolf Non-Surgical and the Cellsonic, or even just the Wolf Non-Surgical, their life changes. I have one wonderful client that's been coming to me for probably 6 months. She wants every single part of her body done. And we started doing the Wolf Non-Surgical on her frozen hip. And the magical thing that happened was how every part of your body is connected. By just doing an abdominal clearing with the Wolf Non-Surgical and her hip, it changed her menstrual cycle. It took the pain away. There's no more cramping. She can now do the pelvic stretches. I mean, it's like her whole life changed from a couple of sessions. And she's just like so excited. Now she wants every single part of her body done. I've had clients come in who are scheduled for doing knee surgery. Oh, I have a torn meniscus. And I say, just give me 2 to 3 sessions. You won't need that anymore. And they're out skiing in after 3 sessions. So when we talk about how powerful this work is, it isn't just us making noise. I've done this work on myself. I do it on my family. I do it on my clients. And anybody that's a yes, come to the clinic and get yourself started on this journey to joy and life. Again, my clinic is located in Occidental, California, healthandvitalityengage.com. My telephone number is 707-322-1979. Get your butts to California. If you live in California, get yourself to the workshops. Get yourself to the lecture on April 3rd. Have your one day with Doc on April 7th. And take some direction to creating something different in your life.
Thank you, Cheryl. All right, so listen, I'm going to answer a couple questions before we move on to the next Power Pack practitioner, and that's this. Somebody is asking, they're saying their body's a mess. Let me tell you something. We work on people that never thought they were going to get out of bed again. They never thought they were going to get out of the wheelchair. They never thought they could give up their cane. They're never going to give up their walker. They're not going to give up their Depends. You know what I'm talking about, Depends. And understand something. When we're dealing with really chronic cases, you could be looking at 20 hours of non-surgical. I've done as much as 30 hours of non-surgical on a lady that she wasn't just crippled up in bed. She wasn't like crippled that she couldn't walk, but because of ineffective therapy and misinformation, she was in bed for 4 years. Her joints were frozen. Her tendons and ligaments dehydrated, so they shrunk. So she was actually coming and her whole body was contracting. But between doing Cellsonic and doing non-surgical, It took us less than 30 hours to get her out of the bed. So you got to understand something. I'm not telling you that everybody's going to have this. You want to have it. You want to have it. You want to say, I've got something to live for. And that's the first thing I do with people that are really crippled up emotionally. I say, look, what do you have to live for? And who's going to support you? And are you going to see this through? And then I tell them, yeah, you want to do this? Well, then I need you to write a contract. And then I want to see the contract that you write to yourself, that you're going to follow through on this, because we've got to go hardcore from anywhere from 6 weeks to 3 months. And in a really critical situations, chronic situations, let's say not critical, chronic, okay? Then guess what? It could be like 6 months to 9 months. But I'm going to tell you something. Miracles happen. You'll be going on and going, oh my God, this has been going on for 6 weeks. I don't see anything changing. And then guess what? You wake up the next morning and you go, holy crap. Because it's like a flip of the switch. It's called repetition. It's about bringing your vibration up in your frequency and holding it long enough and strong enough that all the cells in your body buy into this new BS program. Okay? Belief system program. That is, that you need to believe in it. Do you believe in you? Do you believe that you can turn it around? Well, guess what? You have to. Just remember what created you and what you were created for. Yes, it's not pdgpre.com for the guide. It's PDG. That stands for Perfect Day Guide Free. pdgfree.com. Okay? That's if you want the guide. Now, there's one more question here. Yes, let me just tell you, there's a person here who's asking from Ohio, about the Cellsonic. Yeah, when somebody purchases a Cellsonic from us, we give them the whole practitioner training for free. That's 23 days, a $9,000 training for free. We're the only ones that do it in the world. That's why we are the main dealers of the Cellsonic in North America and Australia, but we sell it all around the world. We're the only ones that give that free because, look, at anybody that's going to invest that kind of money deserves everything we can give them. And if you check with any of my people that have ever bought a Cellsonic from us or a Cardio Med Bed, that I give them everything. There's no reason why they can't be successful. We teach you your marketing. We give you your websites at cost, $2,250. I'm not going to tell you anymore. If you want, Janice, call me. But we do everything at cost as much as possible that we can. Every week I've got meetings for my practitioners. We also have meetings for the non-surgical Q&As every week. You can call my phone number anytime. Ask any of these practitioners if they call me and I don't call them back. You have to understand something. We're Braveheart Nation. We are family. And we will respect, honor ourselves and each other and know that anybody else's success is my success. Because when you help people be successful, there's no better gift that you're giving to yourself. It makes you want to get up early. It makes you want to put your heart into it. No, if you get a Cardio Med Bed, yes, they are $250,000 brand new. We get them out of hospitals and they're hardly used, the Cardio Med Bed. And we sell them for $35,000 and you get to pick either the Wolf Non-Surgical or the Whole Life Coach, and we give that to you free. And that's a $250,000 bed. Now, there's a person here, and I'll make this short, and they want to know why I won't talk about the Tesla Med Bed. Well, because for one thing, it may not be true. And the Tesla Med Bed is not going to make brand new organs. The Tesla Med Bed is based on PEMF. And if you look in my Perfect Day Guide, the most powerful PEMF is in there, and I talk about it. And understand something. My Cardio Med Bed will outshine any of that Tesla Med Bed stuff, because if you've got perfect circulation, what do you got? Perfect health. Go to bhnpowerpack.com and read about what a Cardio Med Bed is, and then let's cut all the BS out about the med bed that is going to save the world, is going to raise the dead. Okay, you know what? It's just like every other story. If you do this, it's all over. You're cured. If you do this, you'll be rich forever. All I know is that everything I ever loved and wanted, I had to put my heart into it, and I had to stay focused. Nobody gave me anything, okay? I was the hero for my life. Nobody's going to come with something that's going to be the miracle cure. Are we done yet? I hope so. Quit asking the question, because guess what? I'm not avoiding you. It's just that I want to talk about something that maybe doesn't exist. And if it does exist, it's just a PEMF. That's all it is. So are we done? I don't believe in fairy tales, okay? And I don't believe in Santa, okay? I believe I am Santa. You know what? I'm the one that's going to bless me. I'm the one that has to do everything. There is no Santa, okay? And I don't go for fairy tales, so please do not get upset with me. I just had to get this out of the way because this person was on TikTok getting upset and asking me why I'm avoiding them. I'm not avoiding you. All right. Okay, so Dana, how are you?
Doing good. How are you?
Well, you can see I just
How is
did.
everyone out there?
They seem to be doing just fantastic now that you're here.
Great. Yeah. So I am working now right in Naples, Florida. I have a clinic in Duluth, Minnesota as well. And my clinic's name is Innate Health and Healing. And my website's innatehealthandhealing.net. And my phone number is 218-626-7801. I'm also a master practitioner in the non-surgical body work, and I also have the CellSonic, which is the most amazing, most powerful energy medicine device in the world. And I've had so many good things happen with the body work and with the CellSonic. So I'm very excited for the people I get to serve and help, because these two things also saved my life, along with all the things that we've all talked about, the belly button therapy, the clapping, learning how to love yourself, feeding your body with high vibrational foods and nutraceuticals, and it all goes together, and it's so important for our healing.
Well, thank you, Dana. But how do they get in touch with you?
I just told them that.
I know, but...
Again, my phone number is 218-626-7801, and my business name is Innate Health and Healing, and the website is innatehealthandhealing.net, which my old website is still up, but my new one is launching tomorrow, so I'm excited for that as well.
Beautiful. And, okay, so you're going to be in Naples how long? Because people are going to want to know this, because believe it or not, we might only have about, maybe 30,000 people that watch today's show live, but then it's going to keep on being watched. So how long are you in Naples for? And if I wanted to go to Duluth and get a treatment, can I actually do that? Because just make it really clear for us. Would you, love?
Yes. So I'll be in Naples until, I believe, till the end of April. And then I will go to Duluth, and I will work all summer in Duluth. But I will pretty much be here in the winter and there in the summer. And yes, there are other practitioners in that area that you can call. So I do send my clients to friends of mine that are also practitioners in the area that I came from in Duluth. And one of them being Monica Gay.
Okay, beautiful. Beautiful.
I want to say too, my husband actually just had a tree fall on his head and fractured his C7 on both sides. And I had been without my machine for a few months, but I was able to get another one just in time. And we've, been using the CellSonic on that C7, and he's already seen a lot of changes. And we went into the doctor to see an update, and they couldn't believe how much better he was doing. And he wanted to get out of his cast, but they recommended that he doesn't do that just yet. But they're already seeing really positive changes with that fracture. So it's amazing. And when I was without it, I missed it so much, because every 3 to 5 days we would do a spine treatment on ourselves or do a neck treatment, just anything. I mean, this machine just does so much, and when you go without it, you really feel how much you actually do love and how powerful this machine really is. But also, and the body work too, but I can't do that on myself. But then I follow Sage around. I don't know.
Yeah, and just so everybody knows, Dr. Sage Wolf is in Australia, and he's over there working on patients. He's over there doing a personal treatment and training. If anybody out there around the world doesn't want to come to us, Dr. Sage Wolf will come to your clinic or your home, and he'll be there for approximately 7 days, and he'll teach you how to do the Wolf non-surgical. Yeah, go figure. And he'll come to you. And please let us know if you'd like that. But just know this, that in February, Dr. Sage Wolf will be back in Australia, Melbourne, doing a complete certification, Wolf non-surgical certification. Dana, what do you think?
Yeah, I've had him actually come out to my house for personal training, and it's amazing. So not only have I done multiple, whole life coaches and Wolf non-surgicals, and I would do more and more and more, but I've also had Sage come to my home, and it's even better on a one-on-one, we had kind of like a 1-on-5, because you get to go right in there and actually have him work on you, and you work on him in a very small, personal environment, and it's unbelievable. And I'll do it again, for sure.
So know that he'll do a personal treatment and training, which is, a 7-day, or he will come and do an intensive course and certify you if you cannot make it to anywhere that we're teaching around the world. And he'll come and certify you. But that, you've got to prepare for 11 days for that, okay? And you've got to prepare that, if he comes and it's just you, okay, or there's just 2 of you, you'll want to bring in family members and friends so that we can bring the thunder down and use lots of body parts to really, to really show you that you are what you've been looking for. What do you think, Dana?
Yep, I think that's very true. And, I have to say, the first time I went to Daryl's course in Ixtapa, like right before that, I had been sick for years and years and years. And I'd been watching Daryl for a couple of years laying on the couch, and I knew that I needed to get to Mexico. I knew that I had to, but it was during the pandemic, and it kept getting canceled, and Daryl would call me and ask, do you want your money back? And I'm like, no, I'm going to get to you if I have to swim across the ocean and do this. But eventually I got to go, and it was the most powerful thing I ever experienced, and I have to say that I will forever love Daryl, even if he pisses me off ever, because he helped me. He literally made me feel that I could do his teaching made me feel like I could do anything. And I will forever be grateful for that, always, and everything he taught me. Yeah.
Well, thank you, Dana. And it goes both ways. You pissed me off too, okay? I'm kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. Okay. Can I just say something? Cassandra Ruby Coleman, call me, 469-861-8884 on WhatsApp, or you can call me direct, okay? Or call me at 855-900-4544 extension 5. And I want to tell you why you want to call me right away if you really want to buy a Cellsonic. I've got 2 Cellsonics, and the 1st of the January, they go up in price, like everything. It's got nothing to do with me, just know that. But if you're really interested, please give me a call. And as soon as I'm done the show, I'll pick up your phone call, okay? And somebody's asking if there's a Cellsonic in Quebec, Canada. No, but Shalou and Kathy out of Barrie, Ontario are going to Quebec, and they're doing a road tour. So if you want, just call the 800 number and ask for Shalou's phone number, and they'll let you know when they're doing the road tour in to Quebec and throughout Ontario after the new year. And we're going to talk to Rami now, but guess what? After we do that, we'll be talking to Jason that's doing an actual Cellsonic road tour all the way down from Calgary, just north of Calgary, Canada, all the way down to California, okay? Yeah, he mumbled something about trying to put Cheryl out of business, but I don't know exactly about that yet. What do you think, Cheryl?
That's never going to happen.
Oh, okay, there you go. Okay. Anyways, Rami, how's it going in Texas?
It's going great. The weather is, well, for me it's cold because I'm always cold, but it's beautiful here. And we're in Prosper, Texas, and we have our clinic here, which is Beauty is Health. And my name is Romy, and my number where you can reach me is 214-549-37 2-1. And we've been working with lots of athletes here because this is a big athlete town, football players, high school. There's a lot of baseball players, professional players that live here, football players as well. So we've been working with the young ones, which I think is so important because this is the time when they're forming their bodies and getting ready to be able to get to the leagues if, if it's the case. So there's a lot of them that we see that are already so hurt because they're not taught to stretch. They're not taught to think right. None of that. So the kids we're working with right now are coming in and they're healing so much faster because they're still young, right? But you still see a lot like you. Look at this kids that are 17, 18 years old, and they're younger, but they have a lot of calcification because, there's a lot of stress going through these kids because they're like, you need to get to this place. And so they already are starting to have a lot of problems. So we're working on them, and it's amazing the results we've been getting with elbows and shoulders and knees, etc. Another thing we've been working on is with people that I have specifically a client, and this is, it's a few now that I've been working with, and it's amazing the results we're getting with parasites and cleaning all the parasites that are in the body that start all in the gut, right? So we've been treating, we start with a perfect day consult and, to try to figure out the whole, what they've been doing, etc., but also what their needs are for them, for their perfect day and what they should be doing. So that's the first step. And then we go in and we'll take the Cellsonic and we go in with a very powerful, the highest we can. And we do the pelvic area, the stomach, the liver, the ascending colon, and we just start going around and doing the pulses needed depending on the person, and the results we've been getting are amazing. We do that. We also do the enema. They do their enemas at home.
The ultimate coffee enema. They do the ultimate coffee enema at home. But when you were working on this lady, after you did the Cellsonic and the non-surgical, she had tapeworms come out of her. Where?
Yes. Yeah. So
where did the tapeworms come out of?
From the vagina.
From the vaginal canal. So understand something, everybody. Can I say something, Rami? I'm writing an article called The Parasite Party, Send Them Packing. I'm going to prove to you that the medical system is totally lying to you about this, about parasites, because 99% of the population has parasites to the point that if you have a chronic symptom, you've got parasites. Just know that. I said a chronic symptom, and I can prove it. And I prove it in this article. And I also prove that, guess what? You can go and do all the herbal parasite cleanses you want. But if you don't incorporate a perfect day and bring up your vibration and bring up the quality of the tissues in your body, because guess what? As Louis Pasteur said, the bug is nothing, which he meant bad bacteria, he meant fungus, he meant parasites. The bug is nothing, the terrain is everything. And that's what we do as New World practitioners. We know how to do it. We know how to teach you not to be treated, but to train you on how to become your own practitioner from the moment you rise until you close your beautiful eyes. If you decide to get my perfect day, we're sending them out 1 minute to midnight on Christmas Eve. Just but email us at pdgfree.com. You'll get my perfect day guide. When you read this parasite article, it's going to knock you on your butt. You're going to hear about the truth about parasites for the first time in your life. This article talks about vibration and frequency, and if you can have the right vibration, which means that you need to learn how to master your physical, your emotional, and your mental, then you never have to do a parasite cleanse again. You never have to do a deep cleanse again. Because guess what? Why would you allow yourself to fill up with waste or get worms in the first place? We were created by God Almighty. Why aren't we acting like it? Rami?
Absolutely. And so when we started, there was she came in because of depression And so we started dealing, the perfect day, incorporating nutraceuticals, everything with the coffee enemas, and the vibration, the frequency of the Cellsonic, which brought her, her vibration, her frequency up so much, and then doing everything, incorporating everything, and working together. She went home after the first treatment of Cellsonic, and did a coffee enema, and it was like amazing, everything that was coming out. She had done coffee enemas before, just the, not the ultimate coffee enema we teach you how to do, but just the, an enema, coffee enema. She's been, I've done them before so many times, but I said, no, let's, when we incorporated the nutraceuticals in the coffee enema, the way you're eating, the way you're thinking, the way you're drinking and you're sleeping, everything. And all of a sudden she called me that night. She said, you have no idea how everything that's been coming out. I had never seen this in my life. And her mood is changing. She's happy. The color in her skin is different because her skin, her face was just pale, and there was no nutrition going in her body because she was full of parasites. So it was amazing. We've also treated for people that have calcification in their chest, starting with a Cellsonic and non-surgical in the pelvic area to get rid of parasites. And the results of our treatments are amazing, starting with that and then going to the other situation they come for. And even with athletes, I've been doing that. And just cleaning up their gut, which is everything. Their intestines have to be cleaned up to be able to get out everything they need in there to be able to heal. So the results are amazing. So this machine has saved a lot of people, a lot of time. You can say whatever, but money, because people, because the results you're not going to get from anything else. The vibration, the frequency coming in from this is just amazing. And here in our family, we use it with people that have gotten in accidents, car accidents. Immediately, a kid that had a car accident came right after the car accident. His neck, his spine was hurting. We did 600 pulses in the spine right away. The pain went out, never had any problems again. So just know that we have the most amazing, the most powerful machine here, using the nutraceuticals, doing your perfect day. And working on you, which is the most important, you wanting to heal, you're going to do it. So call me. My name is Romy, and it is 214-549-3721, and it's Beauty is Health in Prosper, Texas. So thank you, Daryl.
Thank you, Romy. Really appreciate you, and thanks for sharing. Just go to BHN. People are asking. Go to BHNPowerpack.com. Okay, BHNPowerpack.com if you want more information on the Cellsonic or on the Cardio Med Bed, where the PowerPack clinics are around the world. We're adding more and more every other week because we're selling these packages, and at the end I'll have people just tell you not to pitch me, not to brag about me, but understand I follow through. I am there 100% for all my practitioners. If you've ever wanted to become a practitioner, you don't have to get a Cellsonic and a Cardio Med Bed, but if you've ever wanted to be a practitioner, I am there for you. You get my personal number, you call me, I call you back. Practitioners get called back within the hour. And if you don't hear from me within 2 hours, you call me. And everybody understands. You don't call me sir. You don't call me doctor. You call me Daryl. You get down to my level and we get working, because guess what? You are the person you've been looking for. And you can have the success that you want in your life, whether it's your health or your wealth or the success of just being the gift to people. That's what Braveheart Nation's about. This is no bullshit package. This is real, and I didn't mean to swear, but understand, I'm not fake, I'm not phony, I'm real. The way I act now is the way I act always. And that is that we need to stand up for ourselves and every one of our brothers and sisters all around the world. Every one of them. Okay? All right, so let's move on to Canada. Jason?
Hey, Daryl.
How you doing, big fella?
Thanks for having me on the show today. I decided to sit with the Cardio Med Bed today since there was all Cellsonics everywhere else here. So
thank you.
But yeah, so our business name is Marpe Wellness, and our website is marpewellness.ca. It's spelled MARPE and then wellness.ca. I can be reached at 403-200-3133. And we have the Cardio Med Bed, which I'm sitting next to here today. And we also have the Cellsonic, which Daryl mentioned we're going to be taking on the road again. My wife flew out this morning. She's down in Yuma. She just landed there. And I get to drive down with the Cellsonic, and we're going to set up shop at my in-laws' house in Yuma for a few days, December 28th, 29th, and 30th. And then we're going to take a few days off and just spend it with the family. And then we're going to head over to San Diego. And we're taking clients on the 3rd, 4th, and 5th in San Diego. And then on the 7th, we'll be in Anaheim. And on the 9th and 10th, it'll be Portland and Seattle before we cross back over the border. So we're basically just going up the coastline. We're going to skip over Cheryl's territory, mostly. Hopefully we can stop in and say hi to Cheryl, though. And and what we're going to do is just kind of bring awareness, show people what the Cellsonic is really, what it can really do for people. And then from there, it's a matter of, we'll help you to find that Cellsonic that's nearest to you, whether it's in Southern California, Northern California, in Washington, whatever. And we'll direct you to who you got to go to get more Cellsonic treatments, because we're not going to be there full time.
But you're going to be doing consultations and Wolf non-surgical on the road as well, right?
100%.
Okay.
Yeah. So we're bringing down everything with us that we can. Everything but the Cardio Med Bed is going to be coming with us, basically. So yeah, we're happy to do the Perfect Day consults. Melissa is incredible at doing those, and you get both of us. So both Melissa and myself sit down with you, and we go through the entire consultation. It can take up to a couple of hours because we get pretty thorough. So, but you'll always have our phone numbers to reach out to and ask questions and learn more from us. We do a live ourselves every Tuesday night on our Facebook page, and just share some educational information about the equipment we have, and also just the information we've learned through our years. So it's been awesome. We just had a client here, a 73-year-old gentleman, came to us from Saskatchewan and spent the week with us this last week. And he's got 7 stents in his body, 2 behind his knees, 2 in his groin, 1 in his abdomen, and 1 in his aorta. And he struggled when he came in here. And after working on the Cardio Med Bed for 10 sessions, and we did some Cellsonic and some non-surgical on him, his wife says, like, he's a totally different person. He is not the same person who arrived here the first day. So it is the power pack. When you have all of this stuff together, it's incredible. And I'm just blessed and thankful that, Daryl, you introduced this stuff to us through the courses that we took with you as well. So if I wouldn't have taken the course, number one, I wouldn't have learned all of this incredible information, but I wouldn't have known about the Cellsonic. I wouldn't have known about the Cardio Med Bed, and I definitely wouldn't have known how to do non-surgical.
Jason,
so
can I
courses, I learned all of this, and then from that, I learned how to use them all together, and use them where they're most effective and efficient. We were talking about this earlier, Daryl, about using the Cellsonic before or early on in a treatment, and then you do a non-surgical treatment, and then you finish it off with some more non-surgical at a different energy level. And what it can do, the amount of money you can save. I know everyone's worried about money. It's Christmas time. Everyone's worried about money. But at the end of the day, your life has to be worth something to you. And the amount of money we can save you by doing it in a certain way versus one little step here and then you come back later, it definitely makes sense. And that's part of what we go through in our Perfect Day consult, is helping you to put a full plan together so that when you are ready to pull the trigger and find that health strategy and carry on down that health journey, that you're fully understanding, you're aware, and you're prepared to go for it. So again, my name is Jason with Marpe Wellness out of Airdrie, Alberta, just north of Calgary. We're going to be in Yuma, San Diego, Anaheim, Portland, Seattle, Vancouver, and Kamloops on our trip. And I can be reached at 403-200-3133. Daryl?
Thank you. And I'm going to say something, Jason, and it's the God's truth, everyone. You need courage. Everybody needs to find courage. If you want to see change in your life, if you want something different, you got to find courage. You know, connect to your breath. Go into nature, meditate, pray, whatever it is. But you know what? When you are aligned with your spirit, with who you really are, you write down. You write down what excites you. It may scare you, but write down what excites you, and then you've got to risk. And listen to me. And I'm only saying this because, guess what? Jason and Melissa and everybody else here, think about it. They bought two of the most powerful devices in the world of energy medicine. They're not inexpensive. Guess what? You have to go in with courage and excitement and know that the universe has got your back, your front, you're up, you're down, you're in, you're out. And understand something, your thoughts mean everything. And understand this, when you get buy a Cellsonic from me, or you get a cardio bed, you get the training with it. I promise you, you will not be the same person when you go through the training, and you will go through this with the power of your authentic self. It's not me. All I did was help you crack the coconut from the inside, okay? And guess what? You discovered your true self. Listen, your thoughts make and shape your life. How does it look? Does it suck? Well, then your thoughts suck, okay? Oh, and there's something else I wanted to say just to jump off a little bit. But somebody's asking about Arizona. Is there a Cellsonic? No. But I will come and do lectures for you. I will fly there. And as often as you want me, I'll fly in and do a lecture for you. We will bring people in from all over. You can trust me when I say this. The people that buy Cellsonics, what would take them 2 years minimum, we build their business in a few weeks. Am I lying, Jason?
No, you're pretty accurate with that for sure.
Yes.
It's been one of the best things that we've done is setting up with Daryl, because obviously Daryl's got a large following of people out there. And so when people are calling Daryl's phone number and talking to Daryl, it's not Daryl 99% of the time that's doing the work. He's referring it out to practitioners like ourselves and everyone else on this call that have this equipment and have the knowledge base that Daryl trusts that we can take care of these clients the right way.
And know this, everybody, I am abundant. I am abundant with unlimited possibility. So I don't hesitate to share all of everything with everyone. And when you do that, the universe will bless you. Your source, your creator will bless you. I don't want to get into that heavy, but that's where I'm at with this. Okay? Thank you, Jason. Is there anything else you'd like to say? I want to know what the hat is. Is that your Santa hat?
That's my reindeer hat.
Oh, it's your reindeer hat. Okay, all right. Okay, there's always one in the crowd. That's what I say.
Right?
Right. Okay, now let's jump across the pond, okay? How about we bring in Tora? Hi, Tora. Tora's from Australia, everyone.
Hi, Daryl. It took a little while to jump across the pond. All these beautiful, amazing stories. Hello, everybody. I'm Tora from Australia. I'm on the east coast of Australia, and I'm a New World practitioner, and also have the privilege of having the incredible Cellsonic and soon the Cardio Med Bed. And I must say it's been an amazing journey of creating healing, vitality, and really connecting people back to themselves and really the life that they're here to live by giving their health back, their mobility back, and really making them understand that the solution to healing isn't outside, but it's actually inside. And yeah, it's the greatest honor. And I just really, to me, it's not a job. I've really found my passion and my purpose. And having found Daryl also, since being a young child, I just had this deep sense of wanting to really connect with people and help people. And until meeting Daryl, I've never really had the tools and the support and a framework to do that. And training to be a New World practitioner. And I was privileged enough to host Daryl and the incredible team of master trainers last year in Australia on their road tour. On the world tour, we actually trained, I think we had one of the largest classes ever. We had 30 people in the whole life coaching course. But it was just amazing to, when we bring this magic and when we bring this incredible way in which we really invite people to connect with themselves, and we call it cracking the coconut from the inside out. It's just, it's, when a human being no longer is when a human being becomes connected to really seeing the magic that is inside. And since we are very young, we've been so disconnected from that. We've been ruled, schooled, and fooled. And, this journey of healing and this journey of being a practitioner is really just us being a guide and holding the light and showing someone their own magic. And, with the Cellsonic, it's like, I call it the dream team. Yesterday I had an incredible gentleman, and he was there the day before also. He's 85, and him and his wife, she is 75. Can you believe they heard about the Cellsonic, and they came just to have a tune up. They're very healthy, they're vital. They haven't been to a doctor for 50 years, but they've got a few things. They're very active, they live on a farm. And this gentleman had quite a frozen shoulder on the left-hand side. He had a big fall 5 years ago and didn't do anything about it at all. And he had a Cellsonic the day before, and he, felt a little bit more circulation, and then didn't book in for a non-surgical treatment. But I said, look, I just want to show you what we can do. So I did a Cellsonic at quite a high energy rating, so really shadow calcification, breaking everything up. And then I did some really beautiful, deep wolf non-surgical body work. And then we went back in with the Cellsonic on a lower level and put the long lasting pulses in. And then he sort of jumped off the bed and he said, wow, I've got about 30-40% more movement on my elbow. I haven't had that for such a my elbow, his shoulder. He hadn't had that for such a long time. And it's just, it's just so magical to be able to really get people back into their bodies and, restore the belief that healing is possible. It doesn't matter if we're 15 or 85. So it's such a privilege to be part of this incredible team and to do this beautiful work.
Yes.
And just know, everybody, that Tora really specializes, as everybody will more and more as the Insanity starts in about 6 months around the world, in personal treatment and training, where she has couples come, families come. She's booked out. Okay, so you got to make sure that you call her, because doing a personal treatment and training for you and your partner, or for bringing your family, your children in. There was a grandmother who brought her children and her grandchildren just the second last personal treatment and training to Tora. And I know, I talked to them. We saw them at the beginning. I talked to them at the end. She changed their lives with the non-surgical, the Cellsonic, the meditations, showing them the clapping, the therapeutic vomit, just everything that we do. I mean, what do you think your life would be like if you had a strategy from the moment you rise until you close your eyes? What do you think, Tora?
Yeah, look, absolutely, Daryl. And it's, it's taking, in a way, what's really simple, but embodying it and actually, over the time and the distance. If someone's with me for 5 days or with seven days, and especially as a family, when we actually stop judging each other and fighting each other, and we come together loving each other, and as our bodies heal, then our relationships heal. And like you said, the transformation from when they came to when they left, it's just, it's such a privilege to witness this journey. And so the personal treatment and training, that's really been the way, like when someone comes for one session or one consultation, for me, it's always, I can see their potential. I can see how much, they would really benefit if they actually took everything on board and practiced that and took that into their own lives. But, when they are with me, I hold loving space, and we, really shed the layers one little bit at a time. And as we shed the layers, we get deeper into ourselves. So personal treatment training is really my gift, and it's my passion and moving forwards, because I know that I can create a lasting effect, something that will stay with them, will change them for the rest of their lives. And that's what I'm here for.
So everyone, if you go to braveheartnation.com, you can go and take a look at personal treatment and trainings and all the different ones. Do your research and then get in touch with Tora. Get in touch with, my son, Dr. Sage Wolf. He does personal treatment and trainings all over the world and here in Ixtapa, Mexico. So pick the New World practitioner that you vibrate with, okay? Pick that practitioner. But go to Braveheart Nation and go in there and do your research, or maybe check out the Whole Life Coach certification. You know what? Hesitation, okay, is not what you want. You've got to be 3, 2, 1, I got this. I deserve this. I want this. Do not hesitate on the things. Invest into yourself. It's really important, everyone. Tora?
Yeah, look, Daryl, the hesitation, it's such an interesting thing. When I really reflect back, and at this time of the year, I spend a lot of reflection into the new year and feeling the energies of 2024.
Right.
And I really notice, and I witness myself that in the past I've been so much in hesitation and just not trusting myself. But what I'm finding in a way, this work has really chosen me. And by really showing up and by, believing in what I'm doing so much more, and then the resistance and the hesitation that has held me back. And, on the other side of fear is this incredible growth, is this incredible potential. And if we so many people, they want a different life. They want to become an incredible practitioner, but they're just held back and they never jump across the threshold. And so it's just such an important thing. And, for you out there where this message resonates and you feel you're ready to step into your authentic self, into your personal leadership, into your personal power, please have a look at the courses, the incredible life-changing, life-saving courses, which we are offering again on our world tour in 2024. Every single soul that I've had a conversation with after this course, life has expanded, has changed in so many different ways. So please stop holding yourself back. Take massive personal action. And, we are a growing team, especially in Australia, really bringing the thunder down under. But it doesn't matter where you are in the world. The world needs us to show up, to step up, to be of service. And our medicine is the medicine for the world.
Thank you, Tora. Can you tell everyone how to get in touch with you, love?
Absolutely. So the best way is my cell number, which is 041 399 3493. Or you can reach me on email, which is thora@tklifestylesolutions.com, or on www.tklifestylesolutions.com.au.
Thank you. Now, I want everybody that's here, all the Power Pack practitioners, please go into Facebook. I don't know how to do Instagram, and I don't know how to do TikTok, even if you can. And if you can figure that out, go there and leave a message. But everybody go into Facebook and leave how everybody can get in touch with you, please, so that we don't frustrate people, okay? I really want people to do that. Now, Debbie, are you still here?
Yes, I am.
Okay, so everybody around the world, we won't be able to hear you, but we'll be able to feel you. let's all sing happy birthday for Debbie, okay? It's Debbie's birthday, like right now, baby. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Debbie. Happy birthday to you. Now, before we go, okay, there is Magdalena. Magdalena, say hello to everyone.
Hi, everybody.
Magdalena is a master practitioner who lives in Toronto, and guess what's under her tree? A brand new Cellsonic and a Cardio Med Bed. So anybody in Toronto, you need to get in touch with Magdalena if you want to book with her in the new year. Magdalena, can you tell everybody your phone number or your website or how to get in touch with you, love, please?
Yes, my name is Magdalena Arcos. My practice is in Toronto. And I'm Toronto, Ontario, Canada. My number is 416-669-9351. And my website, TorontoHealthandHealing.com.
Beautiful.
TorontoHealthandHealing.com.
Bam.
Thank you. Have a wonderful day.
Thank you, sweetheart.
I have the Cellsonic and the Cardio Med Bed.
All right. Okay. Thanks, everyone. Does anybody have any last-minute things that they'd just like to say that they didn't say? Go ahead, please. And then we'll sign off for today. Are we good?
I just want to wish everybody the most fabulous, safe, health Christmas with friends and family. And know that you are loved.
You are loved. All right. Well, thank you.
Thank you for all the birthday wishes and the singing. And, you know, it's my birthday, but I'm probably 15 years younger than 2 years ago.
Oh,
So,
wow.
Awesome. Yeah.
yep, for sure.
All right, everyone. Well, guess what? We'll be back, and we're actually going to be back in between Christmas and New Year's, and we'll be back with other practitioners, and we'll be doing the Power Pack Health and Healing Show again. So you might want to join us. But from me to you, just know this, okay? Let yourself off the hook for everything. Everything. Absolutely everything. That which created the universe has always loved you beyond unconditional love. Do not believe the fairy tale stories down here, okay? Think about it. It's not some old guy up there who's picking food out of his beard, okay, or needs a straitjacket, all right? All right? You are loved unconditionally. You always have been. This is how they ruled, schooled, and fooled you. So let me tell you something. You're off the hook, okay? All right? But stay away from the sugar, okay? All right. Have a beautiful night, everyone. And don't forget,
Hi, guys.
pdgfree.com. If you want my free perfect day guide, it's going free to everyone 1 minute to Christmas Eve. And if you want to know about the courses, go to braveheartnation.com. And there's somebody else saying they're interested in getting a Cellsonic and a Cardio Med Bed. Just go to bhnpowerpack.com and you can call me if you want. My extension is 5. Just look up the 800 number. And there's Dana. It was the first time that we could get Dana on the show. I don't know why, but I will be talking to her about that. Okay? Love everybody. 3, 2, 1. We got this when we come together.
We got this.
Merry Christmas.
Bye.